Hey there, world travelers.
Hey there.
I'm Tanya.
And I'm Dave.
And we are Turn It Up World. Today we're going to be talking about some of the things you're going to want to know about the reopening of
Las Vegas!
Now, it's been close to 3 months since Las Vegas has been closed due to the coronavirus. A city once full of life and bright lights now felt dark and empty. We know the hotels and casinos have been working hard on their reopen safety plan to help their guests and employees feel safe. When we heard the recent announcement from the governor of Nevada that Las Vegas will reopen on June 4th, 2020, we just had to celebrate, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the reopening of Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!
Yep, that's right. We put out a lot of fun and informative Vegas content, so if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video.
All right, so to kick things off, again, the casinos are opening up on Thursday, June 4th. And on the Strip, most are opening up between 8 and 11 a.m. Now, off the Strip, they're actually opening up earlier at 12:01 a.m. So early birds, you can get there quick, get going at a fast start early in the morning.
And we picked a few of these resorts. Now, we'll put many of them in the description box below, some of the ones that we can think of. There are probably going to be more, but this just gives you like a general idea of what to expect when you show up Las Vegas for the reopening. Starting with the Bellagio. The Bellagio is set to open up their doors on June 4th at 10 a.m. That's pretty exciting.
Now, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And they're also having some really special fountain shows, right?
Oh, yes, with 3 dedicated songs that they're going to be playing throughout the day. I think the first one is called Simple Gifts, which is by Yo-Yo Ma and Alison Krauss. And that song they're going to be dedicating to all the frontline workers during this coronavirus pandemic.
Awesome. That's
and
awesome.
I believe the second one is the Star Spangled Banner.
That's right, yes.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, Viva Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Now, for those of you that know what's going on in Vegas right now, we do know that it is hot as hell there right about now. So if you're thinking about, well, what about the pool so I can cool off and freshen up? Yes, they are going to be open, but with a select amount of cabanas. So I'm not sure how that works in terms of reservations, if you need to, schedule that for the pool area, but they are going to be opening and they will have some cabanas.
That's pretty cool. And also these salons and fitness centers are opening up as well, so you get a little hair done.
That's
maybe
right.
Eyebrows.
Little hair nails, my
Yes.
toes, I just might have to do that. And for those of you that really enjoy the conservatory, the gardens, they're putting on a Japanese spring garden display in that conservatory. So that's wonderful.
All right, so next up, Caesar's Palace. The casino is opening up at 10 a.m. on Thursday, and there'll be free parking for visitors, which is really cool. Most of the restaurants will be reopening. Now, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen is actually opening for dinner only, so make sure you make reservations for that. That can get really busy. And for those of you who like to shop, many of the retail outlets at the Forum Shops at Caesar's Palace will be open as well.
So next up is the Flamingo. Now the Flamingo is going to be opening up their doors on June 4th at 10 a.m. They're also going to be offering free parking. Now what's interesting is the select promenade retail and restaurant outlets are also going to be opening their doors on the 4th, and that's going to be about 10 a.m. What I'm looking forward to is Dave and I did this really fun ride on the High Roller. So the High Roller Observatory Wheel is going to start opening up at noon on the 4th, and they're going to go daily from 12 p.m. to midnight. Now, a few of the bars and restaurants that we are familiar with that are going to be reopening, I believe is one, the Bugsy Bar, the Pizza to Go, and of course, the X Bar. Now, the Beach Club pool, resort pool, and the Go Pool are also going to be reopening. So, beat the heat. Beat the heat.
Another very popular Las Vegas Strip casino that we thought we'd talk about is the Cosmopolitan. And the Cosmopolitan is opening up at 10 a.m. on Thursday with free parking for visitors.
Woo! Free, baby!
Yes, very cool. And the casino, which is opening up, is also including the opening, the sports book, and the high limit room. Another very cool thing as well. And most of the restaurants and bars will be reopening as well.
In addition to that, the spa, the salons, those are going to be opening up their doors. And something I know a lot of folks look forward to, I know I would look forward to this because I enjoy it, is that. That's not baseball, that's tennis, y'all. Their outdoor tennis courts will be reopening along with their fitness centers, but the Boulevard Pool, hot days, Boulevard Pool is going to be reopening. They're going to be spacing out those seatings, and they're going to be providing cocktail services for their guests at the pool. Hold up, wait a second. Now, before we go ahead and mention our final hotel, resort, and casino, which happens to be one of our favorite hotel resorts and casinos in Las Vegas, we thought we'd mention this one because they're doing something a little bit different than some of the other casinos. Let's talk about Harrah's. Now, Harrah's is set to open up their doors June 5th. Yep, that's right, June 5th, not 4th at 11 a.m. One of the things they're looking forward to is they're going to be debuting their new $200 million multi-year resort transformation, featuring new rooms, featuring new suites, remodeled casinos, the floors, the lobby, and I believe they're refreshing the Ruth Chris Steakhouse. A lot of things coming for Harrah's. Stay tuned.
Last on our list, and also one of our favorites, is the Wynn Encore.
Absolutely. We love the Wynn. They have been leading the pack when it comes to dealing with this coronavirus pandemic and also the reopening. We did a full video on some of the safety things that the Wynn will be doing on our YouTube channel. If you're interested, you can check that video out. It'll be a link in the description box below. But one of the cool things the Wynn is doing that's a little bit different than a lot of the hotels, and I think the only one that I've seen so far, is that they're going to be opening their doors on the 4th at what time?
12:01, baby.
12:01.
Yes.
I mean, 12:01.
Cool.
That's like Christmas morning. It's
Oh,
like, you
yeah.
know, when Christmas is the 25th, it's really the 24th. 12:01 a.m. 25th.
Exactly. They're opening up all of their restaurants and eateries, which is very, very cool.
Yes. Now, the only restaurant that will not be opening up is Elio's. That's their new Mexican restaurant. Was just a debut that was supposed to happen this year and hasn't happened yet. They're waiting for that to happen. I believe that's set to start on the 15th of June. You may be able to make reservations on the 14th, which is what we've been seeing, but the 15th right now, you can make your reservations for Elio's.
The Wynn Encore's pools will be reopening, the golf course will be reopening, and also the spa and fitness centers are reopening as well.
There's going to also be some nightly entertainment going on over at the Lake of Dreams. So stay tuned for that. I'm sure it's going to blow your mind for this reopening, as it always does.
And now that we've talked about many of the casinos and activities that are reopening on the Strip, we thought it'd be important to talk about the safety protocols being put in place.
Now, one of the reasons we're choosing the Wynn as this example is because they have been leading the way when it comes to this coronavirus pandemic from the beginning to the reopening. They've also enlisted some of the top medical help from both Georgetown University as well as Johns Hopkins University to really help kind of construct their health and safety protocols, which in their opinion is going to be the new gold standard in the industry.
And one of the great things they're doing is actually testing for COVID-19 all of their employees.
Yeah.
And that's great. It gives us a lot of comfort as guests. And also all employees will be wearing masks, of course, as well.
Yes.
And they'll encourage the guests to wear masks and also give them masks if they don't have them. But guests won't be actually required to wear masks.
But you should. I mean,
Yes.
out of respect for you and your fellow patrons and employees and just people in general, I think it's important for all of us to wear masks. Unless you know, for one, you've been tested and you have the antibodies, I suggest you wear a mask.
Yes. And lastly, at the Wynn and other casinos as well, expect to see social distancing put into place in the restaurants and the casinos and other public spaces.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we did a full video on the Wynn health and safety, things that they're putting in place for the public to know on our YouTube channel. We'll put a link to the description of that video below. Definitely go check that out if you're interested. So we hope this helped you guys get a little bit of sense of what's going on for the reopening of Las Vegas. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. We do our best to get to all the questions. We're so excited for this reopening. If you guys enjoy and love Vegas as much as we do, we hope you're just as excited. And as always, we look forward to seeing y'all
In Las Vegas!
Yeah.